Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Parishreya and I'm from CSE D section. As a part of CIA 2 assignment, today's my topic is articles. Mastering articles in English. A clear guidance to a, an, the and zero articles. Let us dig into the subject. What are articles? Definiteness and specificity. Articles are fundamental words used alongside nouns to indicate whether the noun refers to something definite or indefinite, specific or general. There are three main key types. English employs three main types: the indefinite articles a or an, the definite articles the, and the concept of zero article where no article is used. Clarity in communication. Their strategic use helps both speakers and listeners understand whether the subject being discussed is unique and known or merely one of many. Indefinite articles a versus an. The choice between a and an is governed by the sound that immediately follows the articles, not necessarily the spelling of the word. Use a before consonant sound. For example, a book, a university, a house. So we use an before vowel sounds. For example, an apple, an umbrella, an hour. Remember, it's about phonetics. For instance, we say an R because H is silent, making O the first sound. Conversely, a European country because EU sounds like YU, so we use A before European country. Definite articles. The definite article the is used when the both speaker and the listener share common knowledge about the specific noun being referred to. It signals uniqueness or prior identification. Unique and known nouns used for specific entities. For example, the queen, the moon, and the 8:15 train. Superlative or superlative and ordinals Superlatives and ordinals applies to superlatives. For example, the tallest mountain and the ordinal number, the first train. Shared context. When the referred is clear from the situation, for example, please pass the salt. Zero articles. The third thing is zero articles. When no article is needed. Sometimes no article is required. This zero article is crucial for expressing general ideas or when dealing with certain proper nouns. General statements with plural and uncountable nouns when speaking generally. For example, people are laughing. People are funny. I like music. Sugar is flattering. And more popular nouns apply to most popular names of individuals, countries, or continents. For example, Mary. And France. France is a country, and Africa. Africa is a continent. Countable versus uncountable nouns and articles. Understanding distinction between countable and uncountable nouns is vital for correct article usage. Countable nouns. A or an is exclusively used with singular countable nouns. For example, a bicycle, an engineer. These are the things you can count individually. Uncountable nouns. Use the zero article with uncountable nouns. So, if, for example, milk, wood, music. These cannot be counted individually or often referred to substances, concepts, or collections. Articles with names and places. The rules of articles with names and places can be tricky, but generally patterns exist. Most countries and cities, for example, generally no article is used with individual countries and cities. And we have examples: Spain, Dublin, and London. Geographical features. Use the with rivers, seas, oceans, and mountain ranges. And plural countries. For example, the Nile, the Netherlands, the Alps. And the third thing, organizations and buildings. Many specific organizations and well-known buildings take the. So, for example, the United Nations, the Eiffel Tower, and the British Museum. Using articles in context. First versus last mention. One of the most important functions of articles is the single whether a noun is being introduced for the first time or is already known to the listener or reader. First mention. Use a or an when introducing someone for the first time, implying it's general or one of the many. A man, for example, a man walked up to a police station. So here we are discussing about a man for the first time. So we use a before the man. Subsequent mention. Use the when referring to someone to the same noun again, as it is now specific and known from the prior context. The man asked the policeman for help. So we discussed the same about the same man before. So we use the here. So let us discuss a small story example. A cat sat on a mat. The cat then scratched the mat. Common mistakes and tips. Avoiding common pitfalls which significantly enhance your article usage. Sound over spelling. Always prioritize the initial sound, not the letter, when choosing between a and an. Generalization. Remember to use the zero article with general plural and uncountable nouns. Clarity is key. Articles are essential for precise meaning. Their correct use prevents ambiguity and ensure your message is clear. Practice make perfect. The more you read and listen to English, the more article usage will become. So this is all about the topic of articles. So we discussed about indefinite articles, definite articles, no articles, uncountable, countable and etc. So we learned so many things. Thank you.